All right, y'all. Let's talk about something that actually affects each and everybody on the road, whether you realize it or not. This ain't just about driving. This is about weight. And no, I'm not talking about Fat Fanny at the truck stop. I'm talking about responsibility and knowing what you are actually licensed to operate. Check this out. All right, so let's start with the basics. Most people that are out here driving have a Class C driver's license, okay? And a Class C driver's license is simply for regular passenger vehicles, SUVs, pickup trucks, light duty trucks, as long as the vehicle's gross vehicle weight does not exceed 26,000 pounds. So the biggest thing you can drive is one of the big 26-foot U-Haul trucks. Now, once you cross that 26,001 pound or more, everything in life changes. So this is where Class B licenses and Class A licenses will come into play. Now, a Class B license is required when the vehicle itself weighs over 26,001 pounds. And you are not, and I state this, not towing a ridiculously heavy trailer. This includes straight box trucks, your straight buses, dump trucks, and even large motorhomes. A Class A license is required when the combined weight of the vehicle and trailer, if you have that combination, is 26,000 pounds or greater. Or you are towing a trailer that is in excess of 10,000 pounds or 10,001 pounds, okay? Tractor trailers fall under that category. Heavy tractor trailer, truck, some type of combination. Large fifth wheel RVs fall under this. Toy haulers do. And again, if the combination of the two weigh more than 26,000, even if the trailer itself is, let's say, 6,000 pounds. Let's say you got a 6,000 pound trailer, but the vehicle pulling the trailer is 20,000 pounds. You are right there at the limit. At 20,001 pound, you're over, and you need a Class A license because you have a combination vehicle, truck or whatever, and trailer. If the trailer weighs more than 10,000 pounds, whether you have a 6,000 pound truck pulling it or a 20,000 pound truck pulling it, if the trailer is 10,001 or more, you must have a Class A license. Now, you ain't got to, but we're going to talk about what happens if you get popped later on in this conversation. Now, let me clear up one aspect of this conversation that simply jams a lot of people up. And in this bio description thing that's down there, you're going to see a link to how I really feel that won't be this, it's going to be a lot more candid, because there's some of this stuff I want to say that I cannot say on here, but I am going to say in there. When it comes to commercial versus non-commercial, let me be clear. Commercial means that you are transporting goods, people, or any type of service for pay, operating under a business, the Department of Transportation Authority, and in a non-commercial capacity means that it's for personal use or recreational use, and you cannot receive any compensation for it. Same truck, same trailer, different purpose, different license. Commercial, money. Non-commercial, personal, recreational. Now let's talk RVs, because that's why you tuned in here to listen to me today. This is where people get uncomfortable. Small RVs, camper vans, typically fall under a Class C license because they're well under 26,000 pounds. Now, gas Class A's also fall under that. Notice I said gas. Large Class A's over 26 and 1 should have a Class B non-commercial license. That means y'all out there running them diesel pushers, you should have a Class B license. And if that diesel pusher got air brakes, you ought to have an air brake endorsement. Okay? Now, then there are the fifth wheels. Okay? Let's talk about these big, awful, big, heavy fifth wheels. If that fifth wheel alone weighs more than 10,001 pounds and your combined weight, let's say for instance it weighs 9,000 pounds, but the combined weight of what you're pulling it with is over 26,001 pounds, you must have a Class A non-commercial license, because the combination, it's the fact that you have a trailer, it's two pieces, you gotta have a Class A license, okay? That is what's going to keep you legal in the event that you get into a situation. Now, let me just say this. There are drivers that scare me, and the ones that don't have these credentials, 99% of the time are the ones that scare me the most, because you can spot the lack of training instantly. All over the road, instant. Wide turns, riding the brakes downhill. I get out there way real quick. Panic stops. No idea how to control the sway. Experience does not replace training. Confidence does not replace credentials. This ain't about ego, y'all. This is about safety. So before we get out of here, do me a quick favor, all right? Make sure, if you like this episode and it made you pause to think about what you are actually licensed to drive, check your numbers, check your gross vehicle weight, check your trailer weight. Make sure you got the license to match the load. If you know somebody that's pulling a big fifth wheel or driving a big old RV with nothing but confidence and vibes, send them this episode, because they need to know. Make sure you click that link down there, because you're going to find out how I really feel in an episode that's not quite published to the public. Like and subscribe. Follow Hanging with the Hazes right here on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook and wherever you get your podcast. Drop a comment and tell us what you're driving. We don't do fear. We do facts. We don't do guesswork. We do weigh ratings. Stay safe. Stay legal. Check out the unscripted episode below it, and we'll catch you on the next one.